Hello again for a new live on a group. I'm coming live to you for a real conversation that I think is going to be for a lot of people. If it's the first time you're seeing one of my lives, then just say hello. If you feel that those conversations are going to be beneficial for someone you know, then invite them to listen to that. Invite them to the group, invite them to the podcast. And today I want to dive deep into failure, the fear of failure. I want to dive into how we perceive our intuition and how it's biased by fears. I've been reflecting a lot. I'm part of a mastermind where we're looking at every single area that blocks our intuition, blocks our leadership, blocks our emotional intelligence. And I've been learning more about what we call intuitive bias. Many times, and I've experienced too, we get into an experience, we leave something, we experience a situation, and we feel a strong no, not this way. And that can also happen with strong yes, this is that. And we always thought, and I always believed until just recently, I always believed that if my intuition is right, it should be easy. It should be effortless. It should be this state of flow. Like we hear a lot about artists doing their painting and saying they're in a state of flow and it's coming so easily to them, and the creativity and the magic, all this happening so effortless. And I always thought, if my intuition gets me in the right place, then that should become easy. That should become a state of flow, effortless. And that created a lot of problem. That created a lot of problem because when it was not easy, when I felt discomfort, uncertainty, disappointment, then I thought, oh, I chose wrong. I chose wrong because if my intuition is supposed to guide me where it's gonna be easy for me, then if it's not easy, then I chose wrong and my intuition is completely screwed up. And then we believe that our intuition is not working. What I came to understand is that intuition is working no matter what. It's like a tunnel, it's a channel. It's working no matter what. What is a bias intuition is when we have fears, we have some conditioning that self-created limitations that come to blur the intuition. We have traffic jam in that channel. The more fear we have, the more limitation we hold on to, the more traffic jam we have into that channel that our intuition is guiding us. And so what I realized is that actually times where we say no or yes to something, and if it doesn't work out the way we wanted, if it's more complicated than we thought it would be, if it's not succeeding right away, if it's not easy and effortless and flowy, any relationships or project or working environment, then we think we chose wrong. It's not the right person. It's not the right job. Why? I thought it was, but my first intuition was that it was the right place to be. But then I realized it's complicated, so it's not the right place to go. And so maybe we quit the person, we break up, we quit the job, we give up. What I came after a lot of journaling and writing. And when I say a lot, I spent literally easy 3 hours just writing nonstop. I came to realize that it's not about choosing right or wrong. We need to change the lens through which we're looking at it. We're looking at our lives. What I came to understand is that as long as we're focused on making the right choice, we're actually still attached to not failing. We're still held by that fear of failure. By contrast, it mirrors to each other. The more I'm attached to success, the more I fear the failure. It's a yin and yang. There is no one without the other. It's a balance. And so what I came to understand, and here that's interesting, I've always been driven by success. And even the word success, I love it. It's success. It has a sound I really love. But the intention I was going to that is I have to succeed. It has to work. There is no plan B. There is no other way. It has to work. And I had this attachment to making it work no matter what. And this is not something wrong in itself. It's not something bad in itself. However, my intention was very much into attachment of succeeding, which by contrast, in the background, I was telling myself, I cannot fail. And it's like we would have a board with a center is I cannot fail. And we're all around saying, I have to succeed because I can't fail. I have to succeed because I can't fail. And then eventually we fail. Oops. And so everything in life exists in duality, in balance. And the more attachment we have to succeeding at something, to making something work, the more we fear, if we look at it in a mirror, the failure of it, to not succeed. And so the more we are into, I need to get it right, I need to make the right choice, I need to make the right decision, the more actually we're into the fear of failure. And here is what I found. Instead of focusing on making the right choice to not fail, we can actually focus on growth and evolution. What experiences, what choice could help me to become more aligned, to grow, to be into an evolution, to become better, a better person, to grow my skills, to attune my intuition. When we are into that question, choosing, I'm choosing because I don't want to fail, or intuition become biased because underlying is a fear to fail, the fear to be disappointed, to not be recognized, to be isolated, to fill the blank. And so this, remember the tunnel, the channel, this is blurring, this is creating traffic jam into this channel from the intuition. But when we operate from a point of, is this choice going to help me to to grow? Is this choice going to help me to become more aligned, to learn more about me? Then we get into, I get to grow no matter what through this experience, through this choice. There is no right or wrong choice, because no matter the choice, I get to grow through this. And this is where intuition is clear and can be used as a real compass for any decision you want to make. And so the real question, and I'll finish on that, the real question becomes, will this choice help me to grow? Will this choice make me more me? And when the answer is yes, this is your direction. So, this is just a wrap for today. I think this is a short 10 minutes, but this is very important and I think very deep, and it deserves a lot of reflection. I've written 3 hours on that, to reflect on that. So, what I encourage you to do is to reflect on this. Either think about it, write about it is always my favorite method for anything. Writing has really something more than any words can have. Or you can talk about it, you can record yourself talking about it and re-listen to it. You just reflect, give yourself that space to reflect on what I just talked about in this conversation. If you feel that it's a topic you need to get deeper into, you have different options. Not only your homework is to reflect and to get deeper into that on your own. If you feel you need more depth and you need more conversations around that, the clarity call is the best I can offer you right now. So anytime, clarity call are always an option for you. I just have limited space every month, but you can always benefit from clarity call. Get more depth into a question you have, get more insights about an inner conflict you experience, or a confusion, or a pattern that is limiting you today. There is always possibilities to unlock things in those conversations. I have no doubt about that, and I'm sure that every single conversation in those calls are always leading to clarity, to more insights, to more reflection. All right, that's all for today. Don't forget that the newsletter and the podcast are the 2 free resources you can also benefit from. All right? I'm still building a masterclass. I'm preparing a masterclass that I believe is going to be a masterpiece. I believe that it should be taught in schools. It should be taught in companies everywhere. I'm still working on finishing. I have already 4 modules done for 4 days. I'm building the last one. So that's going to be a lot. But I can't wait to share with you. It's really going to be the masterpiece of everything, on the cherry on top of the cake. All right, that's all for today. If you have any question, leave it in a comment. You can also contact me, of course, and I see you very soon. Bye.